Hi, I'm Tony. Welcome to my world. I'm going to show you a little bit about how to look up dealers. I wrote some software, because I write software, and I just wrote it in a program called FileMaker Pro. FileMaker Pro basically is database software, and it can run on any platform, Windows or Mac. And I can give you a copy of it if you need it for the work that I do. This is an older version, and it doesn't have the same software key restrictions. So I'm going to show you how I scrub an area for dealers, and I'm going to use this one here as an example. I wrote this software. It's got different layouts, so these buttons go different places. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's go ahead and we're going to go now to the screen where I scrub dealers, because that's the main thing we're trying to do, is find out who's viable. Like I'll show you right here in Tampa, Florida, there are 200 and I don't know if that focus is autofocusing right. There's 243 dealers in Tampa, just Tampa proper. Now this list, I pulled the list from Google. This program doesn't pull it, but I have software that'll pull an entire area for you, no problem. And I do it by zip codes and keyword. The keyword here is used car dealer. And as you can see, around, that's a record 50. So right now at record 50, there's 50 dealers in Tampa that have more than 40 cars, or 40 and above, because that's the threshold number that I set. And over here you'll see, this is called the book date. That's the date I did the research, or I called them. That's the status. Status just means that I've already checked the account. I've verified the account. And there's the name. That's how many locations they have. That's my status. Like this guy here, Carlos. Carlos hung up on me, so it's hung up. And there's drop menus that I've built in here. So you can see there, Carlos has 48 cars. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and find a dealer just to show you how this works. So I'm going to pick one that I've already researched. You see here, these URLs, the websites, they're being pulled by Google. When I do my Google search, I pull the dealers, and it automatically pulls if Google has a website registered with them. Now sometimes you'll find a dealer that actually has a website and Google didn't pull it for some reason. So, as example, this Easy Cars of Tampa. Easy Cars of Tampa. I don't know if this is autofocusing or not, but I'm going to click. If I click the name button here, it goes over here, and it's automatically running. It's running that name. So you can see they actually have a website, even though Google said they didn't have a website. That just meant it wasn't registered with Google. And then I go over here and I just paste it. Everything's cut and paste. So now I've got his website in. And I had already looked at this dealer. He has 14 cars. 14. Okay, Google. What's 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1?
The answer is 10.
10. So this guy has 10 cars. Because he's got 10 cars, he is too small right now. Or at least that's the category, too small. And normally I put the target's name right there, their phone number there. There's more fields, but they're just not going to show. So anyway, I'm going to pull back now. I'm going to show you what I do. So I go down here, and I mainly try to fill in these green boxes first. Anything with a green box, I'm going to research, because that's the low-hanging fruit. That's the dealer. So you can see here, here's one called Advanced Auto Sales. Okay? So I'm going to click today's date. I'm going to make it in queue, which means I've researched it. And then I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to click Advanced Auto Sales. Now, remember, with Google, sometimes you're going to get some things that you don't want, because maybe somebody else bought the keyword. So I'm going to click up here, and I'm going to click Website. I could do hundreds of these in a matter of hours. So this is going to be Advanced Auto Parts. So now I'm deleting it. That's going to happen every now and then. Every now and then there's a couple parts people that show. So I'm deleting the record. So I'm going to go over here to Tampa Bay Prestige Auto Works. I don't have too many of these green boxes to go, by the way. I've almost finished Tampa. It took me about 2 or 3 hours. But, you know, it maybe took less than that. So I'm going to go up here and hit website. When I click website, it automatically opens up the URL for me. So I'm going to go up, there's Tampa Bay website, and I'm going to click inventory. As you can see, the inventory is showing there. But it shows right here as 25 vehicles. I don't think this camera autofocuses. The other thing that I'll do sometimes is I'll just click name. I'll make sure that it's in this field, Tampa Bay Prestige, and I'll click it. And what it does is it goes on the internet and it just looks up everything involved in it. So you can see here that it pulled the Better Business Bureau automatically. I also have a BBB button down here where you can click BBBB. So if you click that button, it'll actually look for Better Business Bureau. So there, you know, because I find they have a lot of information. So it doesn't say here who the owner is. They opened the file in 2017. So let's go to the state of Florida. I'm going to go to Florida, and I have a button here for Florida. There's a map. And I go over here, and the name of the business is ending in LLC. So that almost tells me that was their Google registration name. So that tells me that they probably are registered here too at Sunbiz. So Sunbiz, what they are is they're a division of corporations for Florida. And you can see there, I scroll down now, and there we know that the registered agent is Lindsay, Lacey, Lindsay. So now I have the owner. Oops, clicked the wrong button. Copy, and I'm going to go over here to Target, and I'm going to paste the Target's name there, and also probably the DPO. So if I go over here, you know, you'll see under contacts, Lacey shows up, and I have contacts built for everybody because sometimes I triage the dealership. I go to multiple people to try to set a you know, this is an appointment tab. And so, you know, I can select the appointment, and what it ends up doing is, it ends up, you know, these are the lead points that I want. Word track, who's their website by, and of course there's an edit field at the bottom. This is the DMS, you know, dealer type, which matches BPM. This is also if I make a phone call. Everything here is hotkeyed, so I can hotkey everything. I don't do much typing anymore. I just hotkey stuff. So anyway, so let's go ahead and go back to the list too, and I'll probably skin this down and make it easier for y'all to use. So now I know that at Prestige Auto Center, that Lacey is the owner, and that's the website.